Hello everyone, I'm Matthew with the Game Street, coming to you live from, well, not really live from anywhere. A bunch of people have asked for the DDF deck profile I used. Now, I've gone through quite a few decks. I started off with the Evil Heroes. Do not have that deck right now. I could probably make it fast if you want to see that in like a later video. I had two raw decks. Don't remember what they had in them, so it would be hard to remake that. But that's later videos if you guys want to see that. But the one you want to see right now is the hero deck I use. As you can see, I run a 50 card hero deck for the roleplay, and I run one copy of Elemental Hero Neos because you'll see later in the deck why I need them. And I'll go over a couple combos that I have in the deck. I have Vision Hero Witch Raider. Its effect is to tribute this card face up. You can tribute spells and traps, as well as monsters. When this card is normal summoned, you can destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. You cannot special summon monsters during the turn you use this effect except hero monsters. See? Whoops. Hero. So Destiny, Vision, other elemental heroes. I like how they just put heroes and not elemental heroes or just Vision heroes there. Nice work on them. Next is Destiny Hero Plasma, the walking Skeldron of the deck. He cannot be normal summoned or set summoned. He must be special summoned by attributing 3 monsters, so whenever you get him out, it's considered a special summon, never a normal summon. And then when this monster is face up, you can target one monster your opponent controls, max of 1. This card gains equal to half the attack of the original monster equipped to it, and your opponent cannot activate his monster effects while his monsters. No, your opponent cannot activate his monster effects while this card's face up on the field. I have Evil Hero Malicious Edge. He does piercing damage when his attack is higher than the monster's defense. You'll see why he's in here. Honest Neos. Quick effect: when this card is discarded, target one hero monster. Again, just like Witch Raider, just specifies hero. The hero monster on the field gains 2500 attack until the end of this turn. Quick effect: you can discard one hero monster, and this card gains attack equal to the discarded monster's attack points. Again, just hero monster. Can be any hero. You can only use the effect of each elemental hero. You can only use, each effect of elemental hero Neos once per turn. So it works both ways. You can discard him, or if he's on the field, you can discard a hero monster, so he gains attack points. I like that. Works both ways. Good card. 2, Destiny Hero Malicious Edge, because you can only use 2 right now. So they do follow some cards on the ban list. Other cards, not so much. But the cards that you do on the ban list, you're on some of the cards on the ban list you're not allowed to use as well. Vision Hero Faris. I've been using this card quite a bit. You can discard one hero monster, special summon this card from your hand. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can place one Vision Hero monster, again Vision Hero, from your deck, except Vision Hero Faris, in your spell and trap card zone as face up continuous trap. You can also not special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of his turn except hero monsters. They didn't put Vision, they just put regular heroes. you can only use the effect of Vision Hero Fires once per turn. So if you had like 2 of them in your hand, you can only use 1 of them. Evil Hero Jester Gold, one of the new Evil Hero monsters that when they got support for it. You can discard this card and add 1 Dark Fusion or When this card is discarded, add 1 Dark Fusion monster or 1 card that specifically lists Dark Fusion in its text from your deck to your hand, except Evil Hero. Just only run 1 Evil Hero Infernal Gainer. During your main phase, you can banish this card to target 1 Fiend monster you control on the field, and can make a 2nd attack during each battle phase while you control it face up. Once per turn during your 2nd standby phase after this card was banished to activate the effect, special summon this card in an attack position. So I really don't use this effect all that much, because whenever I do have the fusion out, I really don't have him out, but he does have combos in this deck. 2 Element Hero Liquid Soldier, one of the newest heroes I added to the deck. When this card is normal summon, you can target 1 level 4 or lower hero monster in your graveyard, except basically him, and special summon it. If this card is used as a fusion material for a hero monster and sent to the graveyard, you can draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card. You can only use 1 Element Hero Liquid Soldier's effect per turn. So basically, one or the other effect once per turn. Can't use both. So if you summon them, then use for a fusion, you only get the summon effect. But I run 2 of them because who knows? I may get both effects off. I may only get the one effect. Element Hero Blazeman. When this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 polymerization from your deck to your hand. Way to grab it. When you activate this effect, you cannot special summon monsters except fusion monsters, and also send 1 Elemental Hero monster from your deck to the graveyard except Elemental Hero Blazeman. And if you do, this card's attribute, attack, and defense becomes the same as the monster you sent to the graveyard until end of turn. You can only use the effect of Elemental Hero Blazeman once per turn. Yeah, so he's like Prisma, but he grabs a polymerization. Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. When this card is special summoned, you can add 1 change quick play spell card from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent to your graveyard, you can add 1 hero monster from your deck to your hand, except Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. You can only use the 1 Elemental Hero Shadow Mist effect once per turn. Yeah, so 1 change quick play and 1 hero monster from your deck. Again, no level restriction, and it can be any hero. And then I have 1 Vision Hero Vion. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can send 1 hero monster from your deck to your grave. And when you can banish 1 hero monster from your grave and add 1 polymerization. Now this guy, Vision Hero Poisoner, this guy is pretty good. If you take battle or effect damage while this card's in your graveyard, you can place this face up from your graveyard in your spell and trap card zone as a face up trap. During your main phase, if this card is treated as a continuous trap, you can tribute 1 hero monster and special summon this to your side of the field. Basically, you would have to tribute the hero monster that's being targeted, or any hero monster. Pretty good to get out of some tight situations. When this card is special summoned from the spell and trap card zone, target 1 face-up monster on the field and to half its attack. And that's not until end of turn, that's a permanent half. You can use the effect of Vision Hero Poisoner once per turn. One of the better ones. I don't know, maybe there's others that I'm not used to, or don't know of, but hey, he works. And Plague Spire Zombie, because as you can obviously see, I have synchros in the deck. get to those later. We're going into spells, and now I have 2 emergency calls to add 1 elemental hero from deck to hand, because I mostly run elemental heroes in this deck. 1 Raigeki for board clears. 1 Neos Fusion for the Neos Fusion I have in my extra deck. And when this special summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck that exactly lists 2 monsters, including Elemental Hero Neos. By sending those monsters from hand, deck, or field to graveyard, ignoring summoning conditions for the rest of this turn. After this card resolves, you cannot special summon any monsters, and I cannot special summon any other monsters that turn. If a fusion monster that lists Elemental Heroes was destroyed by battle or card effect, or shuffled into the extra deck by its own effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard instead and use it as cost. So pretty good. I've used this card quite a bit. 2 polymerizations, because fusions are needed for this deck, and I rely on those. But I'll explain why I have 2. 1 reinforcement to the army, grab 1 level 4 lower warrior monster. More than half the deck is warrior, except for Infernal Gainer. I mean, well, except for this guy, he's a fiend. So pretty much any other level 4 or lower monster I have. Destiny draw, because I have Destiny heroes, more ways to draw. Miracle Fusion, which I draw and get by a certain monster's effect. I'll get to that later. A Cheated Heart, because it adds 500 attack points to a monster and it gives them piercing. I threw that in because it can be any monster on the field, not just heroes. Foolish Burial, to send 1 monster from deck to grave. 1 Reborn the Monster. 1 Dark Fusion, because I only have 1 Evil Hero Fusion. 2 Mass Change. Target 1 hero monster you control, send it to the graveyard. After that, it leaves the effect. Special summon 1 Mass Hero from your deck with the same attribute as the monster that was sent from field to graveyard. If its original attribute, if it was face down. So, yeah. I grab this with Shadow Mist a lot, or sometimes I just try and it's good. Twin Twister to destroy back row by discarding 1 card. Again, there's cards that require certain things. Scapegoat. As everyone knows, special summon 4 beast tokens with 0 attack and defense, level 1s. They cannot be used for a tribute summon. You cannot special summon. I'm gonna go into a quick thing with this. Whenever I have this and Plasma, I know I said I would do this after, but this and Plasma is a dirty combo. But if you're thinking, hey, you can't special summon the turn you use it at your opponent's end phase. Or if they have 1 monster, and you only have 1 sheep token, okay, you have 3 left for Plasma. But the thing about this card is Plasma says special summon. It cannot be tribute summon or set. This says it just cannot be used for a tribute or tribute summon. Easy Plasmas. But everyone probably knew that, but just wanted to point that out. Sorry. Mass Change 2. Discard 1 card and then target 1 face-up monster you control that has a... Oh, sorry, guys, start again. Discard 1 card, then target 1 face-up monster you control as its level... that has a level. Send it to the graveyard. Also, that if it's left by this effect, special summon 1 extra deck Masked Hero monster with the same attribute but a higher level than the attributed level monster. The monster, when it was on the field, its original level slash attribute. If it was face down, this is a special summon. This gets treated as a special summon with mass change. You can only activate mass change 2 once per turn. Yeah, that may have been confusing, but basically I can change one masked hero for another masked hero with the same attribute but slightly higher level. Hero signal, because when a hero monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, special summon another hero monster from my deck that's level 4 or lower. I have Destiny Hero Signal for the same thing. Defusion, this is the trap card I was talking that I can use. Fusion summon one monster from your extra deck by using monsters you control as fusion material. And if you do, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects this turn. So the turn I summon it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. After the turn, it can be. Only Destiny Hero monsters can be used as fusion material for this card's effect. Now that's the downside about it, I can only use Destiny Hero monsters. I run one Mirror Force. That's why I also run this at one, because situational. One D Tactics. During your standby phase, you can have all hero monsters on your field gain 400 attack, even if this card leaves the field. So, hey, nice attack buff. If a level 8 or higher Destiny Hero monster or Destiny and Dragoon is special summoned to your side of the field except during damage step, you can banish one card your opponent controls from hand, random, field, or graveyard. If this card, spell and trap card zone, was destroyed by a card effect, states it's card effect, doesn't say who had to destroy it, you can add one Destiny Hero monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of D Tactics once per turn. So pretty nice. Then 2 Call the Haunted, and 1 Solemn Warning. Now into the extra deck. Evil Hero Malicious Bane, 1 Evil Hero monster, and 1 level 5 or higher monsters. One of the harder ones to get out. But when he gets out, pretty beastly. Must be special summoned with Dark Fusion and cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. During your main phase, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls with attack less or equal to this card's effect. Also, this card gains 200 attack for each monster destroyed this way. You cannot declare an attack for the rest of the turn except with hero monsters. Again, just hero. And I run a hero deck, so not really a restriction there. You can only use the effect of Evil Hero Malicious Bane once per turn. Destiny Hero Dystopia. I don't run his advanced fusion. 2 Destiny Hero monsters. Okay, I have 2 Destiny Hero monsters. When this card is special summoned, you can target 1 level 4 or lower Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard and inflict damage to your opponent equal to half to that card's attack. If this card's attack is current than its original attack from its attack except during damage step, quick effect. So if you change its attack except during damage step, you can target 1 card on your opponent's field and destroy it. If you do, this attack becomes equal to the original card's attack. You can only use the effect of Dystopia Guy once per turn. So basically, if you change this card's attack in any way, you're destroying 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. And when it's fusion summoned, you have to select one of the monsters you used for the fusion summon as long as level 4 or lower, and it will change its attack then, so chances are you're always at least getting 1 off. Element Hero Great Tornado. 1 Element Hero plus 1 Wind, cannot be fusion summoned any other ways. When this card is fusion summoned, half the attack of all attack and defense face-up monster your opponent currently controls. Enough said. One Divine Wind must be special summoned with mass change of Sunrise once per turn. And now, what other effects? When this card is special summoned, add 1 Miracle Fusion from your deck to your hand. Pretty good. And then when this card declares an attack involving another hero monster, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. So if I add a Miracle Fusion to my hand, I cannot destroy 1 card when a hero monster attacks. That's the downside, because I only get 1 of those per turn. Elemental Hero Neos Knight, Neos and Warrior. Must be fusion summoned. This card gains attack equal to half of the attack the warrior monster was sent to the graveyard using for this fusion summoned, except Elemental Hero Nails. You can make a second attack during each battle phase and your opponent takes no damage involving this card. Just a card clear. Nice that you can make 2 attacks. Masked Hero Darklaw. I'm only allowed to run 1, or else I probably would have ran more. Reasons. Must be special summoned by mass chaining and not by any other card. It can't be special summoned any other ways. Your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. Main reason. Because in an RP you're not using like top tier decks. Just using that. Just because of that reason. Once per turn, if your opponent adds a card from his or her hand during draw phase, you can take damage. Once per turn, if your opponent adds a card from their deck to their hand, except during the draw phase or during the damage step, you can banish 1 random card from your opponent's hand. Might be the card they drew, might not be the card they draw. Who knows? Destiny Hero Dangerous. 1 Destiny Hero and 1 Dark Monster. Quick effect. You can discard 1 card and send 1 Destiny Hero monster you control from your hand or the deck to the graveyard. If you do, Destiny Hero monsters you control will gain 200 attack for each Destiny Hero in your graveyard until the end of the turn. You can only use the effect of Destiny Hero Dangerous once per turn. It is 2000, so now the 2 synchro monsters I have in here for Plague Spreader. Biel's the Diabolical Dragon. 1 Dark Tuner, 1 non-tuner monster. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If you take damage from attack involving this card from the opponent's card effect, this card gains attack equal to the damage you took. Plain and simple. Void Ogre Dragon. I go handless with this deck a lot, so he's in here. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a spell or trap card while you have no cards in your hand, you can negate the activation and destroy it. Once per turn. And now I do have 2 Ixies in here. 2 level 4 monsters. You can detach 2 materials from this card and target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, and then the attack is half, and this card gains the other half of the attack that was taken. Plain and simple. Castile, the Sky Blaster Musketeer. You can detach 1 material, target 1 face-up card on the field, then change it to face-down defense position. You can detach 2 materials from this card to target 1 face-up card on the field, shuffle it into the deck, or you can, you can either change it face down or face up into the deck. Either one. Oh, this video's actually gone longer than I wanted to. Didn't think it would be this long. I'll just run over a few quick combos. I already explained the Plasma and Scapegoat combo. Plague Spreader for the 2 synchros. I only have the 2. I do get out Sunrise a lot. This card's been very useful. It's for any card except him. I get him out quite a bit, and having him and like Plasma out definitely good. Or Dystopia guy and any Destiny hero, so they get more attack points is pretty good. Sunrise, I summon this guy a lot. He's got me out of tight situations before. Yeah, but this is my RP deck. I hope you enjoy it. If you want the others, just, I guess, let me know, and if not, then not. I'm Matthew with the Gamer's Tree, and I'll see you guys all next time.